Man, I want to take this time out to talk about our boy Luiji Vilain, man, the villain. You know, I was just sitting back thinking about it the other night, and I'm like, after the preseason game, and I'm like, you know what, man? These undrafted free agents, man, them boys play with a little bit different sauce, man. They do. Speaking of Ivan Pace Jr., who we got undrafted free agent this year, and then Luiji Vilain from last year. If we can remember, he was balling out in the preseason last season, and then an injury happened that was unfortunate. But I look back on the season, and I'm like, yo, this dude actually could have played a big part in our defense last season, man, in real time, man, throughout the season, the games that mattered. In preseason, we seen it again, man. He started right where he left off. I mean, just bringing the pressure, causing fumbles, all type of stuff, man. You know, things that he just seems like he has a nose for the ball. You know, I look at it, and I didn't really do too much research on the player until maybe like mid last season, just to see the roster. And I'm like, you know, he went to Michigan, man. I think that's the reason, man. There's always, you know your boy R.A. P always attracted to the Michigan players. Although he did transfer to Wake Forest, he still played for Big Blue, man. And I think that's why he's a baller. A.K.A. Josh Metellus going to be a baller, man. Big Blue breed the ballers, man. Believe me. All right? I do like the fact that we have him, though. This year, we kept him on the roster. We're giving him an opportunity. I do believe he's making the 53-man roster, and he should. He brings value, man. I think he actually is going to put a little bit of pressure on the DJ Wanhams, the Patrick Jones. Although those guys weren't playing, they're absolutely going to make the roster, but it's good to have that depth, man. They have him listed as a linebacker. I mean, I'm just going to call him a pass rusher, okay? I think he's an edge rusher. I just think he's one of those guys that you just put on the line and you tell him, go get the quarterback. You know, and I think Brian Flores can see that, and he's smart enough and intelligent enough to look at his play skill, his play style, and say, hey, man, we can use Luiji Vilain in a lot of different ways when it comes to third down, and this guy can actually make a name for himself in this league. I believe it, man. The villain, man. The villain. I'm liking these, man. I'm like, it's something about the undrafted guys, man. Like, even Adam Thielen, it's just something about those guys that when they do get put in that spotlight, the ones that really want it bad enough, you know, Adam Thielen's, Ivan Pace so far from what we've seen is still young, but Luiji Vilain just starting right where he left off last season in the preseason. I mean, it's just, it's amazing, man. It's starting to show that Kwesi, although the jury's still out on him as far as his actual draft picks, but can we admit that he knows how to find an undrafted free agent, don't he? He knows how to find one of those gems, man, those diamonds in the rough, man. Luiji Vilain, definitely that guy. I can't wait to see what he can bring to the table this season. Again, I do believe he's making the 53, and rightfully so. He should, man. Dude has energy, man. I went back and watched the game again, and I'm like, yo, Luiji Vilain, man, number 4-3, man, you need to be starting or something. Like, something needs to happen. You need to be out there a lot. That's all I'm going to say. You might not be starting, but you need to be out there a lot, man. I think you're going to bring a ton of value to this Minnesota football team. I can't wait to see it, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ivan Pace. And shout out to Adam Thielen for giving these players like this hope for the Minnesota Vikings, man. Showing that it don't matter if you didn't get drafted. May the best man win. And I think Luiji Vilain definitely going to battle these next couple weeks in preseason. I'll be keeping an eye out for him, and you should too. And don't forget, Vikings fans, before anything, though, we're still on O-line watch, man. O-line watch, please. We need an offensive lineman, a guard in particular. Make it happen. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.